Alright, here we go. I need some sort of content. I was going to do pressure, but you know what? I'm gonna leave this raw, unedited. We are doing the fruits tier list on fucking Roblox. I don't know who's gonna care about my opinions about a handful of fruits. It's not all of them, because regrettably, didn't have pomegranate. I couldn't find pomegranate. I couldn't find cantaloupe. What else? I couldn't get avocado. Yes, that's a fruit. But anyways, we're gonna start off. We're starting simple. We're starting easy. Apple. Obviously, you gotta have an apple in here. It's just, it's the law. It's the fucking law. It's pretty good. Apples, they come in a lot of varieties. I'm not even gonna lie. It's the classic. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. You know what I mean? I mean, fucking apples. They're apples. They're apples. I mean, there's a company named after them. They made my phone. They made my phone. There's granny apples. There's fucking. They come in multi. As you can see, this isn't even a red apple. It's not the classic. It's fucking. It's yellow. It's like a banana. It's like a golden apple. Minecraft. Look at Minecraft. The golden apple. That's what gets you. That's what really gets you your health. So, but however, it's not the best. They're not the best. They're the classic. But it's like the tutorial man in videos. Soldier 76. Fucking Scout. Damn. Bloodhound. Not everyone, they're not the best. Not everyone plays them. But they're your basic. That's where you start. I'm gonna put them at a solid B tier. Solid B tier. Next up we have bananas. Now bananas, I'm not the biggest fan of bananas. But they got a nice, they got a fucking, they're not like the other questionably shaped fruits or vegetables. They got a nice curve to them. They got a curve, and they grow on vines. It's strange. You don't realize they're a fruit because you can't see the seeds inside of them. Like when you bite into it, it's kind of hard. Some of these are like that, but it's great because you can eat the seeds without worrying about it. It's not like they have a pit. But like I said, I'm not the biggest fan. I'm gonna have to put them in D tier. I'm sorry. Pears, however, pears. You can do a strange amount with pears. I've seen pear pot pie. They're green. They're always green, and they have a toughness to them. They have a nice firmness to them that it's not exactly, it's not a crunch. Most fruits don't crunch, but they got that firmness to them that a lot of fruits don't have. You bite into a fruit, it's through it like butter. But they have that nice firmness, and I think because of that firmness that they got, and the color, and the look, the shape, those fucking pears, they're thick as fuck. We gotta go to A tier. That's where I gotta put them. Next up, we got peaches. Peaches. I mean, peaches, they're an ass-shaped fruit. They're an ass fruit. That's what I can say about peaches, is they are an ass fruit. Me, personally, ass fruits are nice. Peaches? I mean, they're sweet. They're sweet as fuck. They're not that thick, though, and they have a pit. They're like all ass fruits have a pit. However, peaches, they got that sweetness to them that the other ass fruits don't have. I only have 2 ass fruits in here, and they're back to back. But peaches, however, I do gotta say, they're overrated. They're used too much. Why not use a plum? If you're talking about cheeks, why not use a plum? It's overrated. We're putting them in C tier. But speaking of plums, here we go. Ass fruit. It's got that firmness to it. It's got a nice, like, sweet, but also, like, it's got a, like, nice mix of, like, sweet and sour. You get a nice variety. It's not like peaches, where it's just straight sweet every single time. You can have a sweet plum, you can have bitter, you can have sour, and it's always fucking amazing. Not to mention they're ass-shaped, and they come in variety. There's sugar plums. Who the fuck knew? I love sugar plums. I forgot to mention about peaches. Peach cobbler. But anyways, this is the first one that I'm taking straight up to A tier. S tier. Straight to S tier. Just straight up there. Next up is grapes. This is our alcoholic fruit. All fruits are alcoholic, but this one, this is really the fucking fine alcohol. This is wine we're talking about here. They come in white grapes. Aren't even fucking here's okay, I'm gonna go on a rant. White grapes are not white, they're green. I love white grapes, but they're green. And let me look this up. I'm gonna look up red grapes. Because I don't think red grapes. Watch. Let's go to images on red grapes. Oh wow, they are actually red. Okay, well, I guess it's not just the name. But my point still stands. White grapes, they're not, I don't know. But I'm gonna have to put them in B tier because actually they make raisins. Raisins are dried grapes. Is this important? Probably not. But anyways, I'm gonna put them in a B tier. Next, we're looking at blackberries or dewberries, whatever you want to call them. Oh, I had to pick these motherfuckers before. They have thorns like a bitch on the vines. It absolutely sucks. I'm not even gonna lie. It sucks like a motherfucker to pick them. But they're so rewarding. They're so fucking juicy for no reason. So damn juicy. And not to mention, these fucking fruits, they have seeds in them, and you can just crunch this. The seeds have a satisfying ass crunch. Blackberry and dewberry, both names for them fit. Both names. I'm not gonna lie to you, both fit. Because blackberry, it's off the color. Look at them. They're black. That's all I can say. And dewberry. In case you didn't know, those thorny things, the vines, which these things also grow off vines, I think it's cool. It's more of like a bush though, like a thorn bush. But they're vines. These, I think it's cool because they're called dewberries because there's this like foam that comes off of them. I don't know exactly what the foam does. But I'm gonna be honest, I could put this, I don't know where I want to put this, so I'm gonna go off personal preference and I'm gonna put it in B. It's gonna be another B tier. Mangoes. Oh, they're fucking amazing. It's so sad that mangoes, they're so fucking good. They're sweet. However, they have a pit that you have to cut around. And mind you, the skin, you can't eat through the skin. This is maybe one of the only, this is the first fruit that's got skin to it. You can't get to the fruit without cutting into it. And personally, I don't like that. It's just, it's annoying. I love mangoes, but I have to put it in, but the skin, it's so fucking annoying. And then the pit too. The guts in there can stick to the pit, but I can't do it. It's not for me. It's going to D tier just because of that fucking skin. Anyways, we got our first non-fruit fruit, which oh shit, I have a double right there. Hang on. There's more doubles. Hey. There we go. Alright. Our first non-fruit fruit. Now I say no. Oh my god, I didn't. First non-fruit fruit. Olives. And this is one way to kick off the non-fruit fruits, because these things fucking suck. These little things. They're so, I don't even know how to describe the taste. other than fucking nasty. They're so small, and not to mention, they're mostly fucking, it's mostly seed. It's got a pit. And you see that little thing in the middle? That's a fucking pit. You can eat it, you can chew through it easy, but they fucking suck. The only redeemable quality is they look like eyes. They look like eyes, and they feel like eyes. There is this Halloween thing that comes around once a year. And these motherfuckers, let me tell you, these are, you have your friends blindfolded and they put their hands in there and it feels like eyes. Also, Claudio Chance of Meatball 2. The sub. One of the creatures' eyes was an olive. I'm just going over the redeeming qualities of olives, but they're going straight to F tier. It's our first F tier. Blueberries are fucking amazing. I don't know what to say. I mean, they remind me of the Bluebirds from Angry Birds. And they also, they're not, they have a large range of texture, of not texture, durability. Of just durability. And this texture, this durability goes from extremely soft to very fucking rough. The soft ones, those are sweet. They're sweet. I don't like them as much, but they're sweet. But those tough ones, those are sour. They're not too sour, but they're sour enough to be enjoyable. They have just a wide range. There's not really any faults except for that they're a choking hazard. I love them. Hey, S tier. S tier. Guava. I need to make sure this is a guava. I need to make sure I'm looking at a guava. I've had guava before. I'm gonna be honest, that's not a guava. What is this? Honeydew. It's not honeydew either. I'm just gonna take this off because in all honesty, I forgot what the fuck this is. But we going back to the classics. We're going back classics. We're going back to the basics. We got oranges. Now, they're sour. They're sweet. They come in many varieties. Mandarin, they have the cuties. They have the fucking big ass oranges. They have little ones. They're a great citrus fruit. When it comes to getting into citruses, this is where this is where you start. You start right here. And like I said apple, that's the classic, that's the tutorial man. But when it comes to citruses, orange is the tutorial man. But it's like a fucking amazing tutorial man. It's like an S tier tutorial man. This is what gets you into it. This is like fucking, what can I compare this to? Like fucking, you start like Huggy Wuggy from Poppy Playtime. That's not a good, no. Like the Red Bird from Angry Birds. There's so many or Pea Shooter. That's your starter. Those are your starters in that game. But like, there's become so many varieties. And that's what happens here. The starter is amazing. It's amazing. But the varieties, they just get so much better. This is going to S tier. Another S tier fruit. Next up, we have cherries. I don't know how I feel about them. In all honesty, I don't know how I feel about them. Other than they're fucking amazing. Maraschino cherries, you have black cherries, you have the cherries with the pits, you have cherry plums. That's like a mix between plums and cherries. The fuck? I might have to go on and do a tier list of fruit varieties just because how fucking good some of them are. Cherries. What can you do? There's cherry pie. There's cherry limeade. You can put cherries on fucking anything. Cherries. Okay, we're gonna get into it, but a fucking cake with another fruit that's gonna go into S tier, because cherries are going to S tier, but another fruit that's going into S tier is fucking, it mixes well in a cake with a fruit, another S tier fruit that I'm gonna get to later. This is S tier. Cherries are S tier. Next up, We have pumpkins. Pumpkins. You gotta love them. They're sweet. They're very sweet. They're simple. They're decorative. You can make them decorative. They're amazing. They come in many different sizes. They can be little. They can be big. I love them. I love Halloween also. That's the hallmark of Halloween. You can do a lot with them. You can roast the seeds. I mean, you don't really do much with the seeds of any of these fruits. Like, yeah, you can eat some of them, but most of the time you don't do much with them. And these ones, you roast the seeds, you can make pumpkin pie. There's this thing in a cookbook that I have for pumpkin. However, when it comes to taste, there's not much to do. So I'm gonna have to put it straight to C tier, sadly. Grapefruits. A while back, grapefruits, they would have gone straight to F tier. I hated them. But they've grown on me. The bitterness is nice. I think it's like wine. The taste comes with age. The more you age, the more you mature, the more that grapefruits become good fruits. And you can also, I eat them they can be difficult to eat at times because you don't chew, you don't bite, you don't peel them like an orange. They're citrus, but you don't peel them like an orange. I mean, hell, most oranges I think are the only citruses you really can peel that I know of. But in all honesty, grapefruits, they're not the best, but they're not low tier anymore, for me at least. I'm gonna go into B. They're going to B. Because for anyone who's young watching this maybe, grapefruits, you might not like them now, but just wait till you're a bit older. Put some salt on that motherfucker when you're in your 20s. It's amazing. Next up, another non-fruit fruit. Tomatoes. I think this is the last one. I was supposed to have avocado too, but that didn't work out. But I fucking hate tomatoes. I can't stand them. They have this sweet taste that's not too sweet, but it's just nasty. It's fucking nasty. They're way too juicy. Cutting them to actually use them, because there are ways that, I will not lie, there are ways you can use tomatoes that are good. Ketchup, tomato sauce, spaghetti, it's good. But I don't like them plain. I don't like them raw. I don't even like tomato cherries, which those are tomatoes, not cherries. But there's so much you can do with it to make them better. So I'm gonna have to put them into C tier. I would have put them to F if it was just like that. Dragon fruit. It's good when paired with things. However, it's such a plain fruit. It's got a very, very plain taste. I like it. But it's just difficult because you have to have a spoon. You have to eat it with a spoon. It's a spoon. You have to eat it with a spoon out of it, or fucking you have to scoop it out after you cut it open. And I'm not for that. I don't like working for my food. So I'm just gonna have to put it. I like dragon fruits. Don't get me wrong, but the work that you got to put in to get to it, it's going straight to B. Next up is cucumber. This is another strange looking fruit. But actually, now that I think about it, tomato wasn't our last non-fruit fruit. No, this is. However, I love cucumbers because they go good in salads. They go good with ranch dressing. And they're made into pickles. I love pickles. Cucumbers, they're amazing. And they're going straight to A tier. Watermelon, another one of the classics. For melons, we already started melons with pumpkins, but for melons, this is the classic. This is the go-to. You want a melon, you start with watermelon. I mean, there's nothing you can say about them. They're big. They can be watery. They got a lot of water. If you need to get hydrated, if you're having a hot day, watermelon's the way to go. They're definitely straight to A tier. Next up, the best fruit of all time, pineapple. Not only do they look appealing, they look so fucking appealing. They're so aesthetically pleasing. And, yes, you have to work with it. I'm not gonna lie. Dragon fruit, I said you have to work for it. You have to work hard for it. But what fruit do you not have to work for? Pineapple. It's fucking amazing. It can be sour. It can be sweet. It's got this nice sweetness to it. But you can also, like, you can dice it up. You can have it in slices. And not to mention, there's a cake that mixes, I'm pretty sure it's called pineapple upside down cake. I think that's what it is. I've had it before. I'm not sure on the name. But you can dice them. You can do anything with them. And it's just so fucking good. Pina coladas are amazing. This is going straight to S tier. Also, the rumors about what they do to men who eat them too much. That puts them up there too. Lemons. This is the staple for sour. The poster boy for sour. And I am a sucker for sour foods. You can't go wrong with a lemon. They go on anything. The juice, lemonade, you can put them on tacos. Not on tacos, you can put the juice on tacos and it's fucking amazing. Lemon juice goes well with so fucking much. I just smacked the fuck out of my mic, I apologize. These are going straight to A tier. They're not such a, not really S tier yet, but kiwis. I don't understand kiwis. They're furry? Why? Why are they furry? It's just, I don't like that they're furry. It grosses me out. They're small. Too sweet. They're too sweet. I don't like them. I'm putting them in F tier. Limes. This is the underchild of lemons. You have lemons, then you go down to limes. Limes are like the fucking, like, are in the shadow of the sourness for lemons. Like, when you think of sour fruits, you first off, you say lemon. And then when you think about it more, maybe some other fruits will come to mind. Some other fruits may come to mind first, but then you get to lime. Even in the soda flavors, even in the candy flavors, if you have lemon and lime paired together, it goes lemon, lime. Lemon is first. Lemon will always be above lime. There's no beating lemon. And lime is just sort of like the copycat. It's like fucking, it's like a knockoff. Like, you look, like, don't get me wrong, it's amazing, but like, it's just sort of there. I'm gonna have to go to B tier for it, because it's great, but it's not gonna be lemon. And then papaya. It's papaya. What can you say? It's got a funny name. It's got a goofy name. It's got a nice look. Got a nice. It's long. Looks like an avocado with a lot of seeds. It looks like it looks sort of like an avocado. Just not one pit. A lot of seeds, and the inside's orange. It's not green. The outside's green instead of the inside. I can't complain about papaya. They're good. They're pretty good. There's not much I can say about them though. I've only had them like once, twice. I'm gonna put them in B tier. And that's it. That was the finale. I wish there was something else I could put in, but this is the fruits tier list. This is my tier list, what I think of all the fruits. Of course, you got my full opinion on all of them. Thank you for watching. I didn't mean to press that. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you agree with my opinions. But that is all.